Yes, my name is Thelma Gallup, and I'm going to talk a little bit about immigration. We had to come up with a plan on immigration. Well, I'm not so much as saying that this is a plan, but what I would do, I did say my plan would try to come up with a way to allow more immigrants coming to America legally and stop deporting the unauthorized immigrants who has been in the United States as children. If you are born on the United States soil and live here all your life, it should be where you can remain in the United States as a citizen. My plan would grant the immigrants that right. The immigrants that are leaving their country because of persecution, those that are leaving their country, I would give them the right to come to the United States legally with visas or green cards. But I'll make sure that it's that they come in legally. And I realize that it takes so long for people to be able to come over to America, even when they're doing it the right way, because of all of the immigrants that are coming in illegally and are coming over to the United States. But I realized a lot of them is leaving their country because of poverty, because of the weather, the climate, in some of their areas. And I realized some is coming because of being persecuted. They want a better education, so they feel like the United States will offer them a better education. My plan would sort of like give more people the opportunity to come in sooner than 8 years. I will try to have visas and green cards where they can come in as students, as workers, and they come in legally and not make do no crimes, anything like that. Within the 8 years, we'll be able to let them stay in the United States without any problems. And I feel like if you're born in the United States soil, I feel like you should legally be able to be a citizen and be able to stay in the United States without being sent back to your own country. There's a lot of parents that come over maybe illegally but have children on the soil, United States soil. I feel like they should be able to stay because that is all they're going to know is the United States laws and regulations. And I feel like they should be able to give them a chance to live here as a citizen. And those that are married and those that have a married spouse over here and you come over here, I feel like you should be able to come and be with your spouse and your children as well. As long as you're coming in legally, there's a lot of people that's coming in illegally. Those that's coming in illegally, my plan would to send them back to their country. Because if you really want to come over here, then you would come over here the right way. And as long as you're not breaking any rules and laws, if you come in legally, my plan would be so that you could be able to stay in the United States. My plan would offer more visas so that you could come in. My plan would allow the ones that's already over in the United States legally status as long as they follow the laws. As long as you've been over here 8 years and you haven't violated any of the rules or laws, then I feel like you should be able to stay in the country. Right now, more than 35 million lawful immigrants live in the United States. Most are American citizens. Many live and work here after being granted lawful permanent resident, while others receive temporary visa available to students and workers. The reason for my plan is to try to help as many people that are trying to make a difference in their life. And we, in the United States, immigrants have both demands for local consumer goods. Immigrants Policy Center established that the purchasing power of Latinos and Asians, many of whom are immigrants alone, will reach 1.5 trillion and 775 billion repeated by 2015. So this means they coming over doing and making money. So that will help our economy. If we got these people coming in the United States, it will help our economy as well. Not only that, that I feel that you cannot come over as an illegal immigrant and give birth that your child would be a citizen of the United States. But I feel that if you come over and give birth in the United States soil, I feel like they should be able to be a citizen of the United States. I also realized that the 14th Amendment clause of the United States Constitution that directs that all persons born in the United States are citizens. I feel that my plan would give opportunity to the immigrants to come over legally and to do what they need to do. But anybody that's coming over that's illegal, coming over and not even trying to do it the right way, then I feel like they should be deported and sent back to where they came from, because it's not fair that you come over in our country and legally. And most time that you come in illegally, you come in through by the border, and worrying that you're coming in with probably drugs and not a good nothing good can happen from you coming over here. So we don't need that kind of people here. I also read Immigrants and Nationality Act. The act allows 800,000 people to settle here each year as a permanent resident, including about 480,000 who are admitted, reunited with their spouse and children, parents and siblings. I found this to be very interesting, because I feel like if you got children over here and you got a husband or spouse over here, I feel like you should be able to come and be with your spouse, as long as you're not coming over causing harm. And I always thought about the question: do immigrants have the same right and freedom guaranteed by the United States? And the answer was yes. Immigrants are protected by the United States Constitution. When it comes to the Constitution provision, like it says, like the process and equal treatments under the law of the United States Constitution, all persons, which include documented and undocumented immigrants, and not just United citizens. I feel like if you are immigrant, you should be granted the same protection under the law if you in the United States. I feel like the Constitution should protect everyone that's over here. I feel like everyone should have, if you come legally, you should have a right to be here without any complications. I feel like if you come over here, I feel like you are going, the immigrants have contributed a lot to the United States economy as well. I feel that the immigrants has done a lot, and even scientists. We have the scientists and everything that we have that's coming over here and helping making a difference. I feel like if we in the United States to give everybody the opportunity to try to do what they need to do to make this country a better place to live. It's important to me that people that's already over here legally should be granted citizenship. I don't feel like they should be punished for being over here. Because if you think about the 14th Amendment, the Constitution provides all persons born or naturalized in the United States is subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States and of the state wherein they reside. The important rights of citizenship, whether a native born or naturalized citizen, cannot be diverted, whereas punishment for a crime for any other reason by the states or the federal government. I feel like if you're over here, you should be able to, if you commit a crime over here, you should be able to be punished for the crime that you submitted, but not be punished for being over here and doing the right thing in America. I feel like each person should have a right to be able to do the right things in America, because America is growing, and we could use people that can contribute to America, the right things to America. And as long as he's coming over here legally and coming over here in the right way, I feel like we should be able to grant you to be able to stay and not deport you from our country. Thank you.